Hey there, good morning, and welcome to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So, we're back here doing the series that we've been doing for the month of June, which is 30 bands that had a member that went on to be in a much bigger band or a much more commercially successful band, whatever you want to call it, later. So, the artist that I'm choosing today actually came from a band with another huge artist that also went on to be part of a similar band to him. So, of course, we're talking about Buffalo Springfield. All three of their albums I got here: Buffalo Springfield Again, and then the one that they, one last. What's this one called? One last go round. This was kind of one that they put together because they had to honor their record label. But anyways, the artist we're talking about is Stephen Stills. So Stephen Stills, of course, has had a multitude of other injunctions to his solo career, which he had later. And of course, he went on to be a member of CSN, which is Crosby, Stills, and Nash. So both Graham Nash and David Crosby also having come from other bands. So this is kind of another one of those super bands, I guess, that I wanted to kind of do a whole lump of stuff together at once, but using Stephen Stills as the centerpiece here. So he went from Buffalo Springfield to Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and then eventually Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. So Neil Young, who was also with Buffalo Springfield, joined them, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, after a fact. So he joined them a little bit later, and they had the huge album Ohio and all that stuff. So, of course, David Crosby coming from the Byrds and Graham Nash coming from the Hollies. So it's kind of similar to what we did with the Greg Lake thing, going from King Crimson to Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Anyway, so this is kind of a similar thing. So you've got 3 albums here by the original band, Buffalo Springfield. They did well. They had some hits on that, but they had more success with Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and even more with Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. So that's the one that I wanted to talk about. So Stephen Stills, having a bigger career later, and then he went on to his own solo career, as did, Neil Young was already solo, but Stills went on to a solo. He's been with quite a few people, actually, doing lots of stuff. So very successful musician, but these are the 2 bands that he kind of had that were the big bands for him: Buffalo Springfield, and then moving on to Crosby, Stills, and Nash. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode of those 30 bands that had members go on to greater success with other bands. So please hit the like and subscribe. If you want to make any comments about the Stephen Stills saga here, you can do that. Or you want to rather talk about Neil Young or Graham Nash or David Crosby. Sorry, I was thinking Bing Crosby, but that probably wouldn't work too well. Maybe on Second City it might, but at any rate, if you want to talk about any of those things, you can in the comment section below, and we will see you for the next episode tomorrow. So have yourself a good day, good night, and goodbye.